Everyone experiences a pivotal moment in life, a rare instance when the external noise dims, leaving you alone with the persistent question, why am I not progressing? Imagine jogging on a treadmill that gradually speeds up by 1% every minute. The scenery never changes, no matter how fast or hard you run. Why, despite years of effort, do I feel stuck in place, as if I'm running in circles without ever advancing? This feeling of stagnation is universal, yet often misunderstood. I recall a time when I was in a similar situation, working diligently at my job but feeling like my career was stagnating. Despite putting in long hours and a lot of effort, my progress seemed invisible, which was both frustrating and demoralizing. This personal battle with feeling stuck helped me realize how common this experience is, leading to deeper insights into the invisible habits that contribute to these feelings of stagnation. While it's easy to blame our lack of progress on external factors such as difficult job markets, economic downturns, or challenging relationships, psychological research consistently points to a deeper cause. Studies in behavioral science reveal that ingrained automatic patterns of thought and behavior, the invisible habits we carry, are often the true culprits behind personal stagnation. According to a recent study published in the journal Nature Reviews Neuroscience, up to 40% of our daily actions are driven not by conscious decisions, but by habits formed over time. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, famously wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This profound insight captures a fundamental truth. Our lives are shaped by the mental and behavioral habits we repeatedly engage in, often without conscious awareness. Each belief, every small choice, and even our automatic reactions contribute to the overall picture of our existence. As author James Clear notes in his bestseller Atomic Habits, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. In other words, lasting change requires us to alter the very habits, the brush with which we paint our lives, not just the surface level outcomes. To put this into practice today, could you take just 30 seconds to jot down a recurring thought you've noticed? This simple act of awareness can be the first step toward creating change. Napoleon Hill, in his classic book Think and Grow Rich, identified a revolutionary principle. Success doesn't primarily depend on talent, education, or luck. It hinges on the habits of thought we cultivate. Hill observed, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. Those who condition their minds to expect scarcity and failure often find that their expectations are fulfilled." For example, instead of thinking I can't succeed because I lack experience, try reframing it as I haven't gained enough experience yet, but I am working towards it. Conversely, individuals who train themselves to think abundantly, focus on possibilities, and nurture positive mental habits can perceive and seize opportunities that others overlook. Hill's mastermind principle ultimately underscores the importance of mastering one's internal dialogue and mental routines by incorporating a mindset that embraces growth and continual learning. Legendary personal development speaker Jim Rohn distilled the secret of achievement into a single sentence. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. He added that failure is a few errors in judgment, repeated every day. This simple truth is often ignored. Our future is not shaped by grand, once-in-a-lifetime decisions, but by the small, seemingly insignificant choices we make each day. From the way you speak kindly to yourself in the morning, noticing the warmth of your coffee cup and the quiet tranquility before the day's rush, to the crisp feeling of a book's page turn under your fingertips, replacing the restless glow of a phone screen, each choice echoes into the larger narrative of your life. The decision to act now, rather than waiting for the elusive perfect moment, leaves a subtle mark on your journey, shaping the direction in which you move. Stephen Covey, author of the influential book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, argued that genuine transformation begins with one critical shift, embracing proactivity. Covey wrote, "I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Embracing responsibility for your actions rather than simply reacting to what happens around you serves as the foundation for all lasting success. Ultimately, your daily habits, not your distant dreams or lofty goals, act as the compass that determines your future direction. To kickstart meaningful behavioral change, experts recommend starting small. Identify just one detrimental habit, like chronic complaining or procrastination, and commit to replacing it with a positive alternative. For instance, instead of complaining, practice gratitude by noting 3 things you appreciate each day. In place of procrastination, set a timer for 5 minutes and start the task at hand. Other common habits that can be transformed include replacing mindless social media, scrolling with reading, or learning a new skill, and substituting negative self-talk with affirmations that reinforce your self-worth and capabilities. Consider starting a mindful evening routine, such as reading a chapter of a book before bed instead of watching TV, or preparing a healthy snack like sliced apples instead of reaching for chips. Another potential change could be to engage in a brief 10-minute morning meditation instead of immediately checking emails. To make this process more personalized, here are a few questions to help you choose a habit to focus on. Which habit most affects your daily well-being? Are there any behaviors holding you back from achieving your goals? What small change could have the most significant positive impact on your day-to-day life? By identifying what truly resonates with your personal circumstances, you can significantly increase motivation and ensure the change is meaningful. To make this change more attainable, consider engaging in a 7-day micro-challenge. Day 1. Identify and write down the habit you want to change. Day 2. Replace complaints with 3 notes of gratitude. Day 3. Spend 5 minutes on a task you've been putting off. Day 4. Substitute 10 minutes of social media scrolling with reading a productive article. Day 5. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations throughout the day. Day 6. Spend an evening without digital distractions by reading a book. Day 7. Begin your day with a morning meditation to stay centered and focused. Research published in the European Journal of Social Psychology suggests it takes, on average, 66 days to form a new habit. However, by starting with a simple weekly approach and experiencing small wins, these changes can gradually reshape your identity and fuel lasting transformation. To help this process better, could you consider incorporating strategies that promote long-term habit formation? Implementing habit tracking can help you monitor your progress and remain aware of the changes you're making. Use a habit tracker app or a dedicated journal to note each time you complete a desired habit. This visual tracking can serve as a strong motivator, allowing you to see your progress over time. Celebrate milestones, no matter how small, to maintain motivation and reinforce positive behavior. This might include rewarding yourself with a favorite treat or a small gift after consistently practicing a new habit for a week. Finding an accountability partner or joining a support group can also provide the encouragement and support needed to sustain your efforts beyond the initial phase. Remember, you are not defined by your past habits or previous patterns of behavior. Neuroscience shows that the brain is capable of remarkable change, a concept known as neuroplasticity. This means that by consciously adopting new actions or ways of thinking, you can literally rewire your brain and unlock significant personal transformation regardless of your history. Consider John, a 35-year-old accountant who felt trapped in a cycle of stress and burnout. By integrating mindfulness and journaling into his routine, he successfully rewired his mindset and outlook. Over 6 months, John noticed reduced anxiety levels and improved professional performance, illustrating the tangible impact of neuroplasticity. To further illustrate that transformation is possible for anyone, meet Maria, a single mother of 2 and a freelance graphic designer. Struggling with time management and financial stress, Maria adopted a structured daily schedule and implemented visualization techniques. Over the course of a year, she successfully balanced her responsibilities, grew her client base, and achieved a sense of personal fulfillment. Practical applications of neuroplasticity can include visualization, where regularly envisioning your success and desired outcomes helps forge new neural pathways. To start with visualization, find a quiet space, close your eyes, and spend 5 minutes each day vividly imagining your goals as if you've already achieved them. Journaling is another powerful tool. By recording your thoughts and goals, you reinforce new thought processes and habits. Begin journaling by writing about your day and setting intentions for the next day, taking 10 minutes each evening. Engaging in mindfulness practices also supports neuroplasticity by helping you become more aware of current experiences and promoting intentional shifts in behavior. A good starting point is a simple breathing exercise. Spend 2 minutes focusing on your breath, inhaling slowly through your nose and exhaling through your mouth whenever you feel overwhelmed or stressed. Current circumstances are often the result of unconscious habitual behaviors. However, future outcomes can be influenced by the deliberate cultivation of new, intentional habits. Imagine where these unchanged unconscious habits might lead you in 5 years. Will you still be in the same job, facing the same frustrations, or feeling the same dissatisfaction? Consider the missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential that could accompany a lack of change. Fortunately, change is possible for everyone, regardless of past setbacks or challenges they may have faced. By believing in your ability to transform and grow, you lay the foundation for consistent and positive personal development. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to take the first step on this transformative journey. You can start by writing down one habit you wish to change or develop and share it by replying to this message. This simple action can serve as a powerful catalyst for your transformation. Take inspiration from Jane Doe, who recently shared her journey with us. In just 30 days of focusing on gratitude instead of complaints, I noticed a profound change. Not only did my outlook improve, but I found new opportunities opening up in my personal and professional life. Consider joining a community of like-minded individuals, where you can find support and accountability as you pursue your goals. Finding an accountability partner can also help keep you motivated and on track. Accessing resources such as online forums or support groups can further enhance your journey. For example, platforms like Reddit have various personal growth communities. Facebook groups like Personal Growth and Development offer a space to connect with others, and Meetup provides local groups for in-person connections. If you're ready to step into the person you were meant to become, make sure to subscribe to Learn and Grow Summaries, and let's begin this transformation together.